I lost my last rant. So this morning's rant is all about Quasimodo, Quasimodo, and Twizzlestick, the Twizzler, however, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call them. Their their attempt to bankrupt the Bank of the UK and how it's succeeding quite well at the moment. Um, their theory for generating growth has got no economic sounding at all. They're quoting that by doing what they're doing is giving the rich more money. That money will get invested in the country, and it will trickle down to the likes of you and me who don't have a lot of money. However, what they've forgotten to realise is most of those people with lots of money have probably got their lots of money in an overseas account in the Cayman Islands or something. So all it's going to do is get farmed out of the country to offshore bank accounts or offshore investments. It's not going to get anywhere near to the likes of you and me. And the IMF and loads of other institutions have all said trickle down economics doesn't work. Everywhere that's tried it recently has failed to generate growth. Yet the two numpties that are leading this country at the moment are talking out of their backside. They've got this pipe dream and it's got no founding whatsoever. I'm just looking forward to where Quasimodo's going to find his £65 billion worth of savings. There's going to be a lot of departments in Westminster that are going to be naffed off with him because they've been cut and cut and cut over the years. The last 12 years of Tory leadership, they've cut and cut and cut to the point where you can't really cut anymore because they've cut so much. Everywhere's running on a shoestring. But it was also nice on the news the other day when um, there was a Tory MP being interviewed about the bankrupting sale of the sanctuary, and he thought his boss, i.e., the Prime Minister, because it was a Tory MP, he thought his boss was Theresa May. I mean, what planet are these people on? This is a member of Parliament that's got elected by the British public, and he doesn't even know who the bloody Prime Minister is. I just don't get it at all. All he was thinking of is female leader. Oh, that must be Theresa May. I suppose it could have been worse. He could have said it's Maggie. That would have been quite funny if he thought his boss was Maggie. But anyway, back to Kazi, Modo, and Twizzler, Twizzlestick, Twizmeister, whatever you want to call her. They've trussed up the country like nobody's business. But it was also lovely of the Prime Minister to throw her Chancellor under the bus when she was asked in an interview whose plan was it and who knew about it before it was announced. Oh, nobody. It's the Chancellor's plan. Well, if it had gone well, I don't think you'd have said it was the Chancellor's plan. You'd have said, yes, it was my plan. I just don't get I don't get the Twizzle stick at all. She tries to pretend she's from a hard working class background, but she's just as tough as the rest of them. Now she's got her money and she's living the dream. She doesn't give a rat's ass about people in Leeds that aren't earning a huge amount of money. All she's worried about now is keeping the Tory faithful happy and keeping all the Tory faithful with contracts for getting them even more money. And we haven't even had the outcome for the rip off Britain for the COVID crisis with all the contracts for the NHS. So that's going to come bite this Tory government at some point, because although it wasn't the twist stick, it was Bodger, but ultimately it was still a dipstick of a Tory leader and an idiot for an MP. I suppose it's good for Labour, because the way they're self imploding at the moment, there's going to be no Tory MPs left, because they're all another one's got that had the whip taken away for touching up a male's leg while at a party conference. It's just, I don't know. I just don't get British politics. I don't at all. They just, I don't get it. They're public servants, but they don't act like public servants at all. And they're supposed to be in positions of authority, yet I wouldn't trust any of them with a fiver, yet alone the country's finances. Anyway, I could rant all day about the Twismeister and Quasimodo, but I better stop because my voice is going. And so that's end of rant for the day.